In this video, we're going to go over everything you need to know to get Damascus, so if you're looking for specific tips, timestamps will be in the description below. Before we go over anything, if you haven't started going for Damascus yet, stop what you're doing and put the launchers as your secondary right now. The launcher challenges are the most time-consuming and frustrating to do, so working on them early and passively as a constant secondary can save you a lot of stress and frustration later. But since we're on the topic of when you should work on guns, let's get to the order that I recommend. These first two would take the most time, but it'll be a lot easier if you do them passively. Definitely start them ASAP. It'll make your life so much easier. Start out with your launchers as your secondary, and then once you finish those, use the riot shield and knife as your secondary, or just go at it all together. The SMGs is where you should start for your primary. They're a good starting point because they're very easy to use and they're a good introduction into camo grinding. Next we have the Marksman rifles, ARs, and snipers. These are all interchangeable and you can do them in any order you like, but I just have them in order from easiest to hardest on average for most players. The next three are the LMGs, shotguns, and pistols. These three are the most relaxed challenges, so you can kind of just turn your brain off and play while unlocking camos and coast to Damascus. But the reason I have the pistols and the shotguns after the LMGs is because you don't need to do mounted kills with those two. All the homies hate mounted kills. Now I know what you're thinking, how am I supposed to know what guns I need to complete? So here's a quick list of all the DLC guns in the game that aren't required for Damascus or Platinum. This list is subject to change. More guns might be added in future updates, but as of right now, at the start of Season 4, here are the guns that are not required, sorted by weapon class. For the ARs, the Ram 7, the Grau, 5.56, and the CR56 AMAX are not required. For the SMGs, the guns you don't need to complete are the Striker 45, the or the Fennec Vector, but they are some of the best guns in the game, so check them out. For the shotguns, you do not need to complete the VLK Rogue. For the LMGs, the MK9 Bruin is not required. For the Marksman rifles / the snipers, you do not need to complete the SKS or the Dookie-ass crossbow. One question I get a lot with these is, I have all my Marksman rifles done, why don't I have Platinum? It's because you need to get all the snipers and the 3 Marksman rifles to get Platinum. They are both connected. For the pistols, you don't need to get the Renetti Gold, but it's a very good pistol. And for the melee weapons, you don't need to get the Kali Sticks Gold. If you want to have Damascus on any of these DLC guns, you will need to get them gold. Just a heads up. Let's backtrack for a second. I need to address a few things from the launcher video. The gunship can't be hit, so don't waste your rockets on it. I was wrong here for sure, but I still believe it's a huge waste of time trying to shoot these down yourself. It only takes 3 rockets to take it down, but it's so incredibly far away and has 2 flares, so if you can shoot it down, that's sick, but if you're using a lockout launcher, you'll need to kill yourself at least twice to have a shot at taking it down. It's much easier if you have multiple people shooting at it. I might have also said that UAVs and such can't be hit with non-lock-on launchers. This is also not true. It is possible, but it takes some leading and timing of your shots, so in my opinion it's not worth doing unless you're struggling to get those challenges done. But playing free-for-all is great for taking out personal radars. Thanks to the dude over on Twitter for the tip. Also in that video I recommended that you shoot empty vehicles for the Destroy Vehicles and Ground Streaks challenge, but that's been patched. I recommend playing Warzone Rumble and taking out people driving vehicles there. One more thing while we're on the topic of launchers, melee kills count towards the kill challenges. So if you're struggling to get kills with the Joker, for example, you can just beat little Timmy's face in with it. And just a little side note here, everything in this game is subject to a patch, so if any of these strats aren't working, let me know and I'll try to find a better method. Also, if there's any tips you have that I don't mention in this video, leave them in the comments below, as well as any questions you might have about getting Damascus. Now back to the tips. People always ask, what's the fastest way I can get these challenges done? What map should I play? What game modes? And I want you guys to say it with me. Hardcore, shoot house, and shipment, clap, cheeks. Good job everyone, that was great. But shoot the ship is so good for completing camos. Shipment is the map for getting basic kill challenges done. Crouching kills, mounted kills, double kills, 3 kills without dying, you name it. But long shots are only possible on shipment for the pistols, and possibly the SMGs, but you need to play some chode angles with your back against the wall, so for those camos, head over to Shoot House. Shoot House is the best map for completing camos, period. Every camo is possible to obtain on this map. You can play mid and mount up while also getting long shot kills, or you can run around and kill the people going for mounted and long shot kills, so it's really a win-win. Also, Season 4 just dropped, as well as a new game mode that I think is perfect for grinding those more obscure camos like long shots and destroying ground vehicles. That game mode is Warzone Rumble. This is a 50 vs 50 team deathmatch on various parts of the Battle Royale map, Verdansk. Or however you say it. So far, based on what I've seen, the meta for this game mode is people sniping and running you over with cars that spawn on the map. So rocket launchers and snipers really shine in this new game mode. Also, the map Scrapyard has been added, and in my opinion, it's really good for grinding. But if none of these are available, playing Domination or Hardpoint and backing out till you get a smaller map will have to do. Also, play what you can in hardcore. Now the best way to be efficient when unlocking camos is to do as many as you can at a time, like going for crouching mounted headshots from a long shot distance. things like that. And to have all the camos ready to be completed, you need to level up your gun. To level your weapon up, it's as simple as getting kills with it. With each kill, the amount of XP you get towards your rank is the same amount of XP you get towards your gun. So for lots of weapon XP, you'll need a lot of kills. So play game modes that you're confident in. The most obvious way to level your weapon up even quicker is to use a double weapon XP token. These can be obtained by ranking up your battle pass or by playing the campaign. There are also double XP weekends that give you boosted rank, weapon, and battle pass XP. But be careful of using more than one at a time or using one during double XP. These tokens do not stack, you'll just be wasting them. The perks that I found that were most useful when grinding are Cold-Blooded, Ghost, and Amped. Cold-Blooded is great. You can't be seen by AI-operated kill streaks like VTOLs or support helos, and you don't stand out in thermal sights. Ghost is really solid. It keeps you invisible on UAVs, radar drones, and heartbeat sensors. With these two perks and a silencer on your gun, you become completely undetectable, unless they have an advanced UAV. Amped is a must-have if you're using launchers as a secondary. It allows you to switch to, as well as reload your launcher significantly faster. It also boosts equipment use speed. But for the third perk, you can use almost any of them depending on your preference. Also, if you find yourself running out of ammo a lot for your SMGs, I have a solution for you. Run a pistol like the Glock as your secondary with the fully loaded perk to increase the amount of ammo you spawn with, all while keeping your SMG build the same. No more wasted perk slot. For the equipment, I mainly use thermites as my lethal, stim shot as my tactical, and dead silence as my field upgrade. Thermites are, in my opinion, the best lethals in the game. They instantly kill in hardcore and have a deceptively large range that stays out long after it's been thrown. I like to take advantage of this by tossing around doorways and entrances to block enemies off while I'm covering a different angle, reloading, or healing. The stims are great for situations where you just barely make it out alive, bringing you to full health almost instantly. Besides health regeneration, stims also give you a brief speed boost, so they're perfect for repositioning or getting out of tough situations. As an added bonus, you get 2 of them per life. Dead silence is pretty self-explanatory. The speed boost and silent footsteps help a lot when flanking or trying to get away. Also, dead silence can be refreshed by getting a throwing knife or melee kill. The deployable cover can also be a helpful field upgrade if you need mounted kills. All you gotta do is put it down and mount up. Kill streaks aren't that important for grinding, but I found that UAVs and VTOLs are very helpful. UAVs give you more information to where the enemies are at and gives you a pretty nice advantage in hardcore, giving you a mini-map. VTOLs are nice, not just because of the kills they can get you, but because of the distraction they cause. The second a VTOL goes up, everyone with a launcher or anyone that just hates VTOLs is going to look up and start trying to take it down. This gives you more opportunities to get kills on these defenseless opponents. That's all the tips I have for starting out on Damascus. If this helped you or you learned anything new, drop a like on the video. If not, dislike. Also, if you're new here, I have a playlist going over each weapon type on the road to Damascus, so check that out and maybe even subscribe. For the real ones that watch all the way to the end of the video, drop a receive it in the comments below. Peace.